Minecraft 1.14 New Desert Starter House Tutorial. Hello and welcome to this Minecraft 1.14 New Desert Starter House Tutorial, guys. So yeah, a new desert starter house for 1.14. Let's have a look at the interior. Now this is meant to be a good starter house for you. So you have a little armor stand, you have some tools on the walls, you have a smoker, yes, but of course you can have a normal furnace instead if you want. You have some storage here in the barrels for coal and food right next to the smoker. And if we go upstairs, we have a little bedroom with two doors out to two nice vantage points where you can look out. Of course, if you're in survival, you can just go jump out and get on your merry business. The other balcony is a bit more aesthetic. There's a little planter, some leaves and things like that. And then it leads out to this little nice overhang area here. Now this overhang area is actually kind of interesting because it is sort of a terrace or porch. We have some more decorations, but this is actually quite good if you want to have, for instance, a little bit of a blacksmith out here. You can change this up to that. Just put some furnaces and make a furnace here instead of all this decoration. And yeah, it's a good area to have. Down below we have the main storage, and I really like the look of the barrels, as you can see. So I have a fair few of them, but you can also have normal chests, of course. We're using the new lanterns here for lighting, but of course in the beginning of the game you can also use torches. Out back we also have another area here. Quite a nice little area. I mean, you can use it for decoration and have sort of like a market stand or something like that here, or storage. I guess that's the house. Let's build it, guys. But before we build it, we need to talk a little bit about sandstone, what it goes with and what it doesn't go with maybe, and some of the options you have when building in the desert in general, and also for this Minecraft 1.14 new desert starter house. So obviously we have sandstone, the chiseled version and the cut sandstone. Now this is what we had before along with the slabs and stairs, but we also have this nice new smooth sandstone texture with stairs and slabs as well. And of course we also have a wall now made of sandstone, and we have all the same things in red sandstone, and that's the first thing to look at really here. Now I didn't do that in this house, but red sandstone and sandstone goes very excellently together, as can be seen with this simple pillar design. You can imagine a desert temple spruced up with some red sandstone, for instance, or something like that. Now some of the other blocks that go really well with sandstone and red sandstone are the earthy tones, so the woods here. So I picked out my favorites here. The only light one that really goes with this is stripped birch, because the other ones look a little bit funny. I will illustrate that in a second here. Oak in all its variants goes really well. Spruce, with actually even the stripped spruce going quite well, even though it has a little bit with red tints and green in it. Also the sand has that if you look carefully, and the sandstone variants as well. Spruce planks and trapdoors and all that sort of stuff goes really well. Now dark oak, especially the stripped dark oak, goes really well with sandstone. Look at this, guys. Oh my days, what a nice combination. Some of the other blocks that go really well with sandstone include almost all the terracotta blocks. They have the same sort of earthy tones that the sandstone has. For highlights, you can go really crazy here. Emerald blocks looks really good with sandstone. Did you know that? Now that is snazzy. Same with diamond blocks, and what we do in this build is we use light blue as a contrast block, which is really nice. Okay, so let's look at some of the blocks that don't go so well with this. Now the first one is a darn shame, and it's still the same in the new texture pack. The endstone and endstone bricks, I don't know, it's just not at all the same color. Alright, that's the problem. Now you could potentially get away with endstone if it's really shadowed, so like in the background of something, that could be a thing. That would be the only use for this block in this context, otherwise we'll have to throw it away. Now I was really hoping with the new textures that the sandstone and the birch planks would go really well together, and They do go better, okay, but this is just better, okay, because this has a little bit warmer of a tone and not so dirty, I suppose. Yeah, this will work, but I would prefer the script version. Alright, so the basic principle behind these houses is 4 high walls, okay, with 3 blocks in between them. So a module will be 5 by 5 with 3 in between the pillars and 4 tall. And the basic principle for the house is to fill this in then with your sandstone block of choice. Now I've obviously got quite infatuated with the smooth sandstone because it's new and because it goes really well and it gives you that almost Tatooine-like feel to the build. But what I then do is I mix in a little bit of sand and normal sandstone here. The idea being that this is like polished, and then over time wear and tear grinds it down to the normal sandstone, and then even more wear and tear grinds it down to basically sand. Alright, so we have a module here with a window in the middle. Now in the window put a wall and then put, from the inside actually, a hatchet like that. Now you can leave it like this, but it becomes a little bit bland, or yeah, there's no depth in it. So what I would prefer to do is place another trapdoor on the outside, and that is your opening and closing mechanism of the windows. So the rest of the house is the same principle. Okay, we have 3 in between here. This is going to be the entrance, and then 4 up, 3 in between. We place a marker there for now. This is going to be our porch later on. 3 in between here. Here and here we can start building up the walls again like that. Now the second floor is also going to be 4 tall, so on top of these 4 tall pillars we just add another 4 blocks like that. And it's time to fill in all of the walls here. For the stairs, sorry, for the doors, you can leave that 3rd block open as well and put a stair there. And other than that, it's just the normal procedure here. 2 tall windows with blocks around them. So when you're finished with this, it looks something like this. Still pretty bland, but place blocks on top of all of these beams or pillars, and then place slabs next to them. You can choose, of course, different types of slabs as well. But let's for now just go with the basics. And you do the same down here, and when you come to the inside here, where the wall meets the roof, you just place a slab and call yourself lucky. When you're done with that, it looks like this. Now you're gonna have a floor in here, so you might as well put that in as well. And for this section is gonna be sandstone. Same up here. Like this. Now for the inside we're gonna have spruce or dark oak. I will show you both and you can decide for yourself which you think looks better. I think they both look excellent, and it probably depends on the time of day or my mood or whatever which I choose. Choose for yourself. Maybe now at the moment I prefer the spruce, so let's do it with spruce in this house. For the top floor, guys, you also place spruce for all the blocks that are on the inside. Hello! Hello! Welcome to my house! Alright, we have the floor ready. Now we need to build the stairway. Now, 1 block away from the wall here, plonk down a stair above that, and you get the principle by now, I'm sure. Now, the problem here with this is that we probably want to have a door over there. And also it's a little bit crammed in this hallway now. What you can do though is you can actually move it forward if you want to, 1 block, and still have a basement. I'll explain why in a minute. So like that. And this window now, when we place the stairs underneath here like this, looks a little bit weird, so I take this window away. Okay, now if we go up here, you can see that we have a 2 block gap of 1.5 here, and we have the ability to actually put a block there as well. This is a pretty nice stairway. Now, the advantage of pushing it back one block further, like we did to begin with, is that we have more space here and less space over there. And because we want to probably have a door here as well later on, this space is kind of a dead space if we have the stair like this. However, I prefer it because it flows better, because you can run straight in and straight up. The basement stair, now, that needs to start already here, and then go down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So that's the stairs done. Let's just fix up the ladder up to the top as well, while we're doing elevation changes. You need 2 stairs, and you need a trapdoor in the hole like that. So now we can get all the way up from here, all the way down to the basement. That's sorted. Let's have a little other look on the outside of the house. Do some more detail work. So first off, you want somewhere to hang your lights, and just to hide this transition a little bit as well. So place fences or walls, sorry, on all the corner blocks here. You also want doors in your house. Go on the inside and place your doors, because that'll give you extra depth on the outside. So once the doors are in place, it's time to also place in the highlights. Now, above all the doors, you can place these blocks here. And on the back side, where we have this, where the window is gone, you can also place another, here, 1, 2, another one there. And if you want to take this window away as well, which is a completely viable option, because there is a fair few windows in this house, place another one, well, another one here. And more detailed work, it's time for some oak trapdoors. Place an oak trapdoor on all of the blocks here to give it some sort of definition and edge to the house. And also in front of all the blue concrete, so that you it doesn't stick in the eye so much. It hides it a little bit, but we still have the hint of blue present. Okay, it's time to deal with the terrace here, or porch. It needs to be in the same elevation as the rest of the house, so in this case we need to be a little bit finicky here. Remove some stuff. Then the pillars are the same height, so they're 4 tall. And again, it's 3 in between them, like that. On the outside here, you place a slab underneath there, and then you place slabs on the lower part all around here, like so. Now you place blocks around like that, and then another slab like that. So we have an entrance and an exit. Take your walls, place them all along here like that. Take some string and place it on these 2 and on these 2 here on the corners, just to give a bit more definition to the fence. Now for the roof of the porch, you want the trapdoors again, the oak ones or the spruce ones, depending on your taste. Place them level with the beams here, like that, and then come again with the slabs, oops, on the inside. Place block, and slab, block, go 2 blocks out, like that, like this actually. Continue with the slabs here, and another slab there, like that. Now you can, if you want more space, just remove these. You can also keep the full blocks and have things on them, and just remove the fences or walls, or you can leave it like this. Now you need the walls again. Place them all around like this, and then make pillars up to the same height as the trapdoors are on, and then you place trapdoors all the way on the inside here. We're going to use these trapdoors to place banners on them and to place carpets on them. Alright, it's time to go ahead with the banners here, so you need some wool and some orange dye for this, but you can of course use any other dye as well, and you can also wait with placing these until you actually have the materials. On the side here, put some blue banners, and then it's a matter of putting carpet in place. Where it's blue banners, you put blue carpet. Where it's orange banners, you put orange carpet like that. Alright, and for now you can just place orange carpet on these as well, and then place some banners down below. I would go for orange in the middle. Now if you want the shopping window, you just remove 2 blocks like that, and place trapdoors on the bottom, and then you need to place trapdoors again on the outside here, like this. This way we can close the shop like that, or we can open it fully or half. Finally, if you want to have the little outcropping out back here, like this one here, you need to go to this pillar here, place three walls, and then 3 walls like that. Go all the way to the edge here, 3 walls, and 3 walls like this. Now you can make it as big as, however big you want. I made a smaller one here, I'm noticing now. Let's actually make it the same size as on the other build. But anyway, the result is this, and then you remove those walls there, so you have a pass through. You don't want to be able to go out back, you can of course just blockade that as well. There we go, now it's time for the trapdoors again. And for this side you can use, of course, again, whatever trapdoors you want, but I would prefer the spruce on this side because there is a window seal already made out of spruce. So when you're done, it looks like this. Now you need to cover this with carpet and banners. And when it's done, it looks something like this. Okay, it's time for some more details, guys. Place lamps where you think it fits. Maybe there. For this area down here, hello there. For this area down here, you can also just place lanterns like that on a full block. Like that. And the same goes for the inside. Now on the inside, what you can do is you can take normal fence, place them on top, and then the lantern like that. And yeah, you can't go through it, so be a little bit careful where you place it maybe. But that's a pretty good place. Or actually probably better on that side there. You also want some greenery here. I prefer jungle leaves because they look quite lush. And if you want to have jungle leaves where there's a carpet, remove the carpet. If you want to have jungle leaves hanging down where there's a banner, remove the banner. Don't use too much leaves, I would say. But use enough so that you get the distinct feeling that there's greenery here, even though it is in the desert. So something like this could be good. You can also, of course, place pots with flowers in them. There we go. We're starting to get somewhere with this outside now. Now, as you can see here, I put a little tiny well in. You can mix in coarse dirt and path blocks. You can have dead bushes. Ferns go really well, and the large ferns as well with all this stuff. And you can make a path out of upside down stairs, which gives a really nice texture now. This is massively improved from the way it was before we got the new textures. Okay guys, I think that's about it for how to build this Minecraft 1.14 new desert starter house. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!